Yo, 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 what's up, family? This your boy PZP, and right now I'm kicking the bobo with my man RiztheGreat, and this is my corner.
Don't trill. What's good, brother?
How you doing, boss man? I
Blessing,
really
brother.
want to say, man, thank you for giving me the opportunity to sit down with you, bro, because I know being an entrepreneur,
Yes,
a
sir.
black entrepreneur at that,
Yes,
I
sir.
know it's very busy, and I just want to say thank you for making time for me and
Of
my
course.
audience.
Yes,
And
indeed.
can you introduce yourself to my people out there?
Yes, indeed. What's going on, everybody? I'm Riz the Great, artist from the DMV area, DC to be particular, and Uptown, baby, all day that. You already know. If you seen the hats running around with the Don't Trip on it, that's me. I'm one half owner of the DMV wholesale department, and we are here to give you guys the capability to bring your brands to life, as well as give you a space to be creative and feel safe in the community of people that are like-minded individuals like yourselves. So this is a blessing because I met this brother here at this spot, and that's how we all came together. And I believe we're going to talk about the journeys that we both took to even get right here with each other. So that's a little bit about me. If you want to find me on social media, I'm RiztheGreat, Riz the Great. And then the store is DMV Wholesale Department. So make sure you tap in. You can get some amazing pieces like you see behind us right here.
Yes, sir. So first off, bro, what made you get into being an entrepreneur?
Actually, that's a good question, man.
Yeah.
I've been influenced as an entrepreneur since I was a kid, and I remember being a kid in school, and they would be like, "What kind of job you want to do?" And at one time when I was young, I'd be like, "I'm gonna be a firefighter. I'm gonna
Right.
be like any other kid." But by the time I got into like fifth grade, getting into middle school, I knew in my heart like I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. Once I figured out what the word entrepreneur meant,
Yeah.
when they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I always say I want to be an entrepreneur. I didn't know what I was going to do yet, but I knew I wanted to work for myself,
Yeah.
and I knew I was just like a creative person. So I was just like, I'm gonna figure out something that I'm gonna be able to work for myself. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And then everything just kind of blossomed further and further as I got older or whatever. But yeah, I've always since I was a young just been inspired to be an entrepreneur. So yeah, I would say when I was in like 10 and up, I would just that's all I would talk about. I'm gonna work for myself. I'll be in school selling CDs,
Yeah.
burning mixtapes,
Yeah.
selling CDs. I would be having it up. I'm a very like social person too. So
Yeah.
I even the way that I would communicate with people, I would find ways to like just be entrepreneurship, trying to get some
Right.
money. So I'd be like, hey, y'all want to donate? I don't support this to the
right.
whole government,
Right.
but
Right.
I'd be like, yo, you want to support the United Negro Fund? Like, give me a little bit of money for my lunch money. Like,
Right.
I would just
Exactly.
have that kind of conversation, rapport. People laugh and think I'm hilarious, but
Yeah.
it was all part of my entrepreneurial
Right.
ways. You know what I
So
mean?
so it's
So
safe to say you got the gift for gab.
I got the gift of gab.
And you
Yeah,
know that take a lot of us places, man. It's
nah,
not,
facts.
as long as you know how to talk to people, bro.
Nah, for
You
real.
know what I'm saying, straight up. And they don't really teach entrepreneurship a lot in school.
Mm-mm.
And I think that's beautiful that you found the definition of that word at a young age, bro. Because
Yeah.
all I ever seen was 9 to 5s, and
Yep.
I'm just now getting into that entrepreneurship field,
Yeah. Yeah.
which I think is beautiful though.
Nah,
But
for sure.
so you was hustling CDs, you say?
Yeah, man. I was doing a lot of stuff. I'll keep it a
Yeah,
stack, but definitely in high school, and I think a little bit in middle school, I was learning how to burn CDs on the computer. So I would go to school and ask kids what they wanted to hear on a mixtape, or I would burn my own little mixtapes
yeah,
of songs that I would get off the internet, and then I would go to school and sell the CDs for five
yeah.
dollars. At that time, you could go to like CVS or like a Best Buy. You buy a stack of them for like maybe like $25 or like maybe just like a $20, but you get a bunch of blank discs.
Right.
And I would count out like if it's 20 of these in here, and I sell every one of these for $5. This is what
Yeah,
I'm gonna make at the end of the week.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna do that because I know that my folks ain't really had the bread. Like, if I
Yeah,
wanted something extra,
yeah,
I ain't gonna press my folks out there and
yeah.
had the
That was
bread.
that was actually the next question I was gonna ask you. How was your upbringing in
Mm.
Uptown, and how was like your how was like give us a picture of how was your upbringing in Uptown, and also like your home life. How was it for you?
Yeah. My home life was interesting and a lot harder to process as a child. Just like family part,
Yeah,
not even surrounding or the environment more per se. Because I feel like when you a kid, you kind of cater to the environment that's around you. You
yeah,
don't pay attention to like the necessary bad things. Some of those things are just regular, degular. You really pay attention to your home base and your home structure, your family. You know what I'm saying? Is where you learn your rights and your wrongs and stuff. So I think with me, my father was locked up as a kid,
mm,
and that kind of put a damper in my mood. But I never really let that kind of defer me from like being personable. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So I've
yeah.
always wanted to learn, and I was very interested in other people's like life and stuff like that. So. My mother was very happy, kind of spirited person, so thank God for that.
Right,
She kept me at bay at times. Like I used to ask her where my dad was at. She would just tell me like he in China. I don't know why she picked
wow,
China,
right, right,
but
right.
she didn't want to let me know that he was locked up. You know what I mean? Until I got to a particular age. So I had a stepfather. He was a little difficult to deal with
Yeah,
growing
bro,
up.
trust me. I know about them difficult ass, weak
Yeah,
ass stepdads, bro. I definitely know about them, bro. Seriously,
yeah.
bro.
So
Like, and for me, I be like, it kills me when it's like a lot of dudes like being stepdads, bro.
yeah,
You know what I
and,
mean?
and some of them are actually good ones.
Yeah,
So
they
I
good ones.
let's shout out to the actual
The
good
good stepdads.
stepfathers.
Shout
Yeah,
out to them.
respect to y'all
Yeah,
for real,
shout out to the
because
good stepdads.
jumping into a family that's already kind of started, you know what I mean? You got to be a different type of individual and a stand up man and taking on someone else's kid, or if they not taking on that responsibility. So I got to give respect to the good stepfathers out there. But the ones that just like try and get with the mother and all that other
Corny.
jazz and don't give a damn about the kid and be carrying them and treating them bad and all that, I
Yeah,
can't respect that.
yeah.
But
Can't respect
I
that.
can also say that in the same breath that the bull that I went through with all that made me who I am today. So like when that piggyback off of what you asked is like, growing up uptown and my family surrounding the whole DMV area between Maryland and Virginia, I seen a lot between the internals of my family, and just because I wasn't a part of a particular family bloodline, I also saw how they treated my mother and how they treated me. You know what I mean? But that don't take away who my brothers and sisters are, who my
Yeah,
cousins and family is. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I didn't let that defer my presentation to what I think family means.
yeah. Nah,
You
no
feel
doubt, no
me?
doubt, no
So
doubt, no doubt.
um, I think a lot of the things that I experienced growing up in my young age, I was very confused about because of my upbringing and just not having the right pieces to the puzzle I was looking for, which is obviously my father and just like the other side of my family and shit like that. So as I got older, those pieces to the puzzle started to click in,
Yeah.
and it just made funny to me, you know what I'm saying, off the no funny, that a lot of people in my family are entrepreneurs in their own way. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
So it was in your
It's
bloodline.
already there. And then on the other side, like on my mother's side, everybody is artists. So everybody draw,
Wow.
everybody
Yeah.
paint. I was just so happen to be the one that's doing music.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
so it
So
was inevitable for you not to be creative
I could
and and
it,
and being an
it
entrepreneur.
was all around me. The hustling was in my bloodline, and being artsy and creative is in my bloodline. So it's just like I couldn't. It was no shaking that. It was just in me. That's just how I am. You know what I mean? So all the other pieces in between, learning the business side of things, is something I had to learn along the way. Because a lot of creatives and art people don't know the logistics side of things. They just know how to create.
Yeah.
And you find the space of just wanting to create. I gotta create. I gotta create. But like knowing the logistics of having your paperwork in order, knowing about getting your stuff copywritten, knowing about the ins and outs of trademarking and all that stuff
Mm.
makes your brand a brand. It makes your business a business. It makes you legitimate. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So I had to go through all that. There was times I would be hard headed. You know what I mean? I'd be like, man, I ain't got time for all that. I just want to make music, or I
Yeah.
don't got
Yeah.
time for that. I just want to paint on T-shirts. So
Yeah.
you know, I used to sell CDs in school, and I used to paint on clothes.
Yeah.
So the fact that I make music, you know what I'm saying, now, and I also sell clothes,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean, I have my own clothing brand, but I sell clothes, you know what I mean, and I help other people start their own clothing brand and get their clothes, like, in the idea, like, you're bigger than just individualized. You're a brand, you're a business, and I can help you flourish that. So, like, all that started with the seeds that was planted when I was young.
Hey, do you got a brand ambassador?
I have a few brand ambassadors
Okay,
for
hey,
sure.
I'm hey,
Shout out to the Don't Trip.
we gonna remind him. I'm gonna need a hoodie.
I gotta
I'm
get
need
him
a hoodie
right.
before we
Yeah, I
leave,
definitely
bro.
gotta give him a Don't Trip hat. You
Yeah,
gonna get a
yeah.
Don't
I
Trip
like
hat
them
before
hats
the
though,
jump?
bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I
I got
definitely like
different
them Jones, bro.
flavors.
Yeah,
My logo is normally lime green, so if y'all follow me, it's RiztheGreat, but my clothing page is RTG Don't Trip. And yeah, you can see a lot of artists that I've collabed with over the years. Um, and like me, just the brand actually started out as a song. So
yeah. Don't trip. Yeah,
Don't Trip was a song, and then the song was doing good. It was around the pandemic. It's a weird time to tell people don't trip.
yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah,
started making face masks,
yeah,
and the face mask said "Don't trip,"
yeah.
and
And it blew
everybody,
up.
yeah, everybody got ducking COVID. So like it was
Yeah,
crazy to see somebody walking like, "Yo, your face mask say
don't
don't
trip.
trip."
That's
It's a crazy time to be tripping about
what I'm
everything.
saying.
So
And
yeah,
I'm gonna let you guys know, man. So I found DMV wholesale.
wholesale department,
I
yeah,
found it on TikTok.
yeah,
And I literally came up here yesterday,
yeah,
and I met with Michaela,
yeah, yeah.
and
Shout out to Michaela,
shout out to
A
Michaela,
and F. Shout
A
out
and
A
F,
and F.
Riz the Great, and his other homie
Yeah,
came in, showed
yeah.
me nothing but love. But I just have to say, because I was thinking about this all when I left and this morning.
Mm,
I said yesterday was my first time being around. Everybody in the room was creative.
yeah.
Everybody in the room was creative, and everybody in the room was an entrepreneur. And that was my first time ever being in a circle like that, man. And I
Mm.
just want to say thank you guys
Of
for
course.
like welcoming me. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You know, because a lot of people don't know about the Harlem Renaissance.
Nah, they don't.
They don't either somebody was a poet, a
Yeah,
writer, a singer,
yeah,
musician, jazz, stuff like that, right?
yeah.
So yesterday, I'm like, damn, this probably how it was back in the Harlem Renaissance days.
Man,
Everybody doing something creative. Everybody's an
coming together.
entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
you don't see that a lot, man. And I just want to say thank you, bro.
Nah,
And
appreciate
that
you.
was real beautiful, bro. And then another jewel you dropped on me yesterday, bro, which I
Mm.
thought about yesterday, bro. You dropped some jewels on me.
Yeah,
How did you quit alcohol cold turkey? I gotta ask you that, bro. I
yeah.
gotta ask you that, Brody.
Nah, I appreciate you. Yeah, nah. It wasn't. It wasn't. It. It's crazy because like quitting alcohol. It's interesting, right? I'll
Yeah,
say this for the people, and also for yourself that don't know too much about me. I would say that I was also, because I do music and entertainment, I'm always surrounded by alcohol. I'm always surrounded by party.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of ideal time people think fun deals with alcohol. Like when you go out with your homies, you say, "Oh, we about to have fun tonight. We about to get,"
I'm about to get twisted.
you feel me? So everybody play with the idea of like fun is being loaded, being
Mm-hmm.
zooted, being turned up, being
Exactly.
drunk, being fried. You know what I mean? Being smacked, whatever.
Yeah.
So for a long time, that's been the hamster wheel I've been riding for a while. You know what I mean? I was always turning up, partying. Of course, I'm still taking care of business and da da da. But like legitimately, how further can I go doing the same thing? At this point,
Exactly.
I'm still just running in the hamster wheel at this point. You
Word.
feel me?
Got you. Got you.
And I was also bartending too. So like I'm surrounded by alcohol all the time. That means I can drink whatever the hell I wanted that was sitting behind my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I can grab that bottle, pour a shot, boom, take it. Customer, hey, how you doing? Good, nice to meet you, nice to see you. Hey, you want a shot?
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, boom. Like
Yeah.
that was nothing to me. You know what I mean? I'll be in the after hours. Some of y'all know me from the after hours. Don't trip. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'll be in the after hours having a good time, turning up. I don't leave the after hours till like almost 8, 9 in the morning. Sometimes I might be in there a little longer than that. I don't want to
Yeah.
speak on that because that was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that I'm sober, I be looking back like, why was I doing that? You know what I mean? And I had to really understand all the layers behind everything I was experiencing, even back to what we touched on about being young. So I think what happened was I got to a point of just trying to understand, like, when is the cycle going to like relax? Like, I just like waking up with a hangover from days, feeling like you got hit by a train. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You just feel like crap.
Yeah.
Your digestive system all jacked up because of
Yeah.
liquor, and then you
Yeah.
eating terrible food on top of that. You're not processing the food right. Your stomach messed up. You know what I mean? So all that stuff just came to a head, and I had to really sit back and think about it. Like, yo, like, how much longer will I be here if I keep moving like this? Like,
Oh man, bro.
you
Bro,
know?
was because for me, like my last 3 months of like excessively getting twisted, right?
Mm,
Alcohol, of course. Um, I will always get up at 4 in the morning, bro.
yeah,
Bro, I don't care what time I went to sleep. I'm gonna get up at 4 in the morning.
yeah,
And when I get up at 4 in the morning, I'm angry. I'm mad that I
yeah,
woke up.
yeah.
You know what
You
I'm
don't want to
saying?
be bothered.
Bro, I couldn't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
And every time at 4 in the morning, I was constantly thinking about how I'm destroying my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm constantly thinking about my kids, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
constantly thinking about what I want to do. Like,
What you not doing?
right, and this, like what I'm doing right now, this is what I wanted to do
Right.
for a long time, and,
Right.
and that would be on my brain 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bro, how you supposed to do all this and you
And
getting
you not.
blasted every day?
Right.
And did that happen to you? Like, was your sleep so messed up, bro?
So mine was kind of the opposite. I've always been like a night owl, so my sleep would be during the day, and because I
Oh,
bartend at night,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, it made it easier for me to get off of work after working a bartender shift, and it'd be like 2, 3 in the morning, or just get done with a show and be done at my show at like 1, 2 in the morning, and I go to the after hours because I have like insomnia. I didn't know, I couldn't turn my brain off. You know what I mean?
wow, yeah,
And when I say turn my brain off, it's the same voice where it'd be like, yo, we should be doing this, we should be doing that. Da, da, da. It's almost like you feel like it's an attack on yourself, like
yeah,
you're internally talking crap to yourself,
yeah,
but you're it's your spirit speaking to you about your higher self, what you could be doing. You're
yeah,
moving in a low frequency when your spirit is craving a higher frequency, the highest frequency, to
mm,
get you closer to the higher spirit that
yes,
you're supposed to
yes,
be, the way you were supposed
yes.
to be designed, right?